Hello, students. Welcome to Accounting 1329, Payroll and Business Tax Accounting. This is Mrs. Mercado speaking. If you are listening to this lecture, congratulations. You have made it to week number 16, which is finals week. Okay. During week 16, we're only going to have one assignment. Hooray! We have the final exam and then we are done with the semester. Okay, so you're almost at the finish line, everyone. Do not give up on me now. We can do this. Okay, so if you are stressing, if you're looking something like this, where we don't know what's going to happen, there's no need to stress. Why? Because I've given you all of the tools so you can succeed. During the review, I've let you know exactly what problems are going to be on your final. That way you don't have to struggle, you don't have to stress trying to figure out, well, I wonder what's going to be on the test. Why? Because I've let you know exactly what's going to be on the test. It's just a matter of putting a little bit of effort and time into preparing and study. Let me jump into our course, and that way I'll go into week number 16. That way we can see what we have in there. Okay, so I've posted the final exam review, which I had already made available to you on week number 15. Okay, so that way you know exactly what's going to be on your final. Now, because this class, we only cover 6 chapters in our payroll class, this is going to be a comprehensive final exam over the 6 chapters. Okay, now the first chapter was more of tax laws, regulations, terminology, stuff of that nature. You're not going to have anything on chapter 1. So it's actually over 5 chapters. Your final exam is going to be over chapters 2 through 6. Okay? So it's very important that you mark your calendars. You put this information on your calendar, on your agenda, whatever it is that you use to keep track of your time. The final exam is only going to be available Monday, December 7th from 8 in the morning through Wednesday, December 9 at 11 p.m. So that means the students have 3 full days to complete the final exam. I will not allow any makeups or extensions because I am on a time constraint to submit final grades and a whole bunch of other reports and stuff that I need to submit before we go out on vacation. So students are going to have 3 full days to complete their exam, and then on Thursday I'm waking up early and I'm going to start calculating final grades and submitting all of the necessary reports and information to the different offices, including the final grades to the Office of Admissions and Records. Okay, so make sure that you are aware that the test is only available Monday through Wednesday. I don't want to hear it that, Miss, I didn't know. I'm letting you know on the lecture. It's posted on Blackboard. It's on your syllabus. It's everywhere. Okay, so please mark your calendars. If you miss the final exam, you're going to get a 0, okay, which is going to affect your grade. Okay, so to help you prepare, you're going to be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 workout problems on your final exam. Okay, you're going to be completing a time card. You're going to be completing a 941 quarterly tax return, a Schedule B, a payroll register. You're going to be calculating FUTA and SUTA and unemployment taxes. You're going to be journalizing wages and payroll taxes, and you're going to be doing a payroll adjusting entry. Now, if you go back to your Chapter 2 homework, locate problem 2.9. Go back to your Chapter 3 homework, locate problems 3.13 and 3.15, so on and so forth, so you can review. By now, all of the solutions to all of your homework is available in Cengage. Now, only students that completed the actual assignments are going to have access to the solutions. If you didn't attempt your assignment, then you're not going to have anything to study. Now, during the exam window, I will not be answering any content-related questions. Okay? Any questions should have been asked during week 15 or in prior weeks. Excuse me. You're going to have 2 attempts on your final exam. I keep the highest grade earned, so I highly encourage students that if you did not earn a 70% or better on your first attempt, that you utilize the second attempt provided to improve your standing in the course. For every attempt, you're going to have 3 hours to complete each of the attempts for the test. Okay? And remember, I keep the highest grade, so you have nothing to lose. If you on the first attempt you get a 60, on the second attempt you get an 80, I'll keep the 80. If on the first attempt you got a 70, on the second attempt you get a 50, I'll keep the 70. I will always keep the highest grade. So if I'm giving you 2 attempts, unless you got 100 on it, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for you to be able to earn more points. Okay. So the final exam is going to be due on December the 9th. I've got a link here to Cengage for your comprehensive final exam. I usually the question I get after finals are done is, Miss, what is my grade? Okay, so I want to remind students that if you want to know what you got in my class after you're done with your final exam, you can always refer to your syllabus. Let me go back to your syllabus right here. And on your syllabus, I've got a grading scale. Okay, so right here. So at the end, when you're done with all of your assignments, you're going to go into your Blackboard Gradebook and you're going to see how many total points you've earned. So if you've earned between 0 to 599 points, you're going to get an F. If you get between 600 and 699 points, you're going to get a D. Between 700 and 799 points, you're going to get a C. Between 800 and 899 points, you're going to get a B. Anything above 900 points, you're going to get an A. Okay, so this is the scale that I use to determine your grade. Okay, remember we are working on a 1,000 point scale right here, and this is the weight of each of the types of assignments that we had. Okay, so I just wanted to run through this one more time. That way you know how I'm going to be calculating your grades. Now I'll be submitting grades on Thursday, and usually the Office of Admissions takes a couple of days for them to process them into the system, and then you'll be able to view the grades after that. But I have to meet my deadlines and I have to submit them early on so they can process, the Office of Admissions can process their cycle, and then they can upgrade or update the information for the students to be able to see. Okay, so please, I also want to remind everybody, I've been posting announcements on this for a couple of weeks now. Please review your Blackboard Gradebook. If you identify any errors or discrepancies or anything that doesn't seem right on your gradebook, please get with me by no later than Wednesday afternoon. That way I can figure out what's going on, make any corrections if necessary, and that way on Thursday morning that I wake up and I start calculating final grades, everything has been ironed out. Like I said, I will be submitting grades Thursday. So if you don't get with me before Thursday and then you identify an error, by that time it'll be too late and I would have already submitted final grades. Okay, so just make sure that you know on Monday you just quickly go over your grade book and make sure that everything looks good. That way you know that the grade is going to be calculated based on correct information. Okay, because I don't know what you've completed or not completed, or whatever the case might be. You know because you've done the assignments, so that way, well, Miss, I completed this assignment and it's showing incorrectly. Can you review it? And then I'll go back in and I'll review, or I'll get with you and see what we need to do to fix it. Okay? So, I don't believe that I need to, wish you luck, because I think that students perform well, not if I wish you the best of luck, but if I tell you to please study. Okay? Please invest enough time, put enough time to studying the specific problems outlined in your review. Please take the time to go back to your prior homework assignments and look at these problems over once you have received the feedback, so you can be able to identify what you did right, what you did wrong, and you can fix what you did wrong so you can do it good and correct on your final exam. At this point, I just want to wish all of you a happy holidays. I know it has been a difficult semester. It has been, I would say, one of the most difficult semesters for me at a personal level. And I know I've had a lot of students that are struggling either with COVID-related issues, with their health, with, their parents being sick, with having to attend to their kids because they're homeschooling, because of their work. There's just so many different factors that have affected us this semester. And I just want to thank you for your dedication and commitment not to give up, and continue striving to complete the course. I thank you and I appreciate all of your efforts that you've put into my class. And I am very grateful and blessed to have each of you as my student this semester. I want to remind all of you before the lecture ends to please, before you go out for the winter break, to please register for spring 2021. That way you get the best course selection. And that way, you go off to the break and you are, very stress free. You don't have to worry about, well, I have to register and what if the class fails or whatever the case might be. I just, want to encourage all of you to please make sure that before you leave for the break, you have registered for all of your courses. I look forward to having you in different and in future classes. And I look forward to this COVID issue, going away so that way we can go back to face instruction. And having our ceremonies, our graduation ceremonies, and being able to celebrate all of our accomplishments. So it's been a challenge. We have to adapt, but I know it's stressful for some of us. But the holidays are here, and I hope that this is a time for us to really think about the things that make us happy and just be grateful for everything that we have. So, happy holidays to you. Have a safe Christmas and New Year's. And until next semester, hope to see you all spring 2021. Take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much.